Cheers, cheers, Bolla Bolla. Narsi La Kaba. Good morning to you as well. Thumbs up. Tamsak. Salamat po. I know County Tagalog. I am subscribed to your channel, so I will give you moderator. Thanks for coming by. Thanks for the thumbs up, which I believe is Tamsak. Yes. So the audio is not quite as good because I need to charge my phone. Maybe if Jasper's not live as long tonight, I'll do one after his live stream. So I want to get my phone recharged and my mic's recharged. So I'm just using the camera mic. So let me know if the audio is bad. Can't really help it at the moment, but that 2-hour stream actually took my main phone down to, or the streaming phone down to 56%. So I need to charge it up. All good. You are welcome, Narcy. Thank you for coming in. I appreciate your time. Feel free to drop a link to your channel or any of your videos or a short, whatever you like. You're welcome to do that in my channel. I appreciate all of you awesome Filipinos and Filipinas that come in here and support me, and I will support you right back. If there's anybody new, just make sure moderators, you let them know to, if they subscribe, let them know to also leave a comment outside of the live stream on one of my videos, lives, or shorts, so that I can respond to it and verify that I have subscribed back to them. I try and do it live, but if Chip's out here and I'm talking or we're having a big discussion, I may not catch everybody. But if anybody that leaves a comment on one of my videos, I will subscribe back to you, if at least if you have a channel. If you're just an account with no content, then I may not subscribe, but because that could be a troll account. And if it's just a placeholder, it doesn't necessarily need subs as well. I mean, bananas. I know. Jester, bananas, or connected. Say connected, vice subbed. Or done connect, something like that. It's to avoid detection by YT. Because even though we do in fact view their content and things, yes, zippity dippity. I think that's, I don't know what MISSO is. I know what ML, oh, yeah, that is a I. Maybe it was supposed to be an L. I don't know what MISSO is. I don't know what MLSO is, and I know what MMLSO is. I don't know what essentially MISO is. I think that was probably just a typo. No worries. I'm looking down, catching up on some things on my game real quick, knocking that out, because every once a day you've got to do the stuff, and I try and do it earlier than now actually, but I'm behind. No, I know what Mega Live Shoutout is. Narcy typed MISSO. Yes, miso is good, but also it applies to Full Metal Jacket opening Vietnam screen. Miso hone. Me love you long time. Sana all. Mega love shout out, everyone. See, I know. Hi, Nicole. There's a lot of people that know that quote, but they only think of it as being from the Two Live Crew song. They don't actually know that it came from Full Metal Jacket. Gary's Kitchen, welcome, buddy. Mega love shout out, Gary's Kitchen. Hello from Russia. Welcome to the channel. And you have no subscribers and no channel, so I'm not going to give you moderator, but I will say hello. Hello, 10 million. Who's 10 million? Gary's Kitchen is awesome. Everybody that comes in here is awesome, except for the trolls. What did I miss? What did I miss? I don't know where the diet. Chi already looks very good for me. But I mean, a little less rice for a little while. It's not going to hurt anybody. Santa oil, yes. KuyaStorm needs Santa oil for his knees. His knees hurt. It's very good for the joints. It is in very high demand though, because there's only one Santa. So there's not much Santa oil available worldwide. Get it while you can. Jester, if you talk crap about rice all the time, I will absolutely time you out. I love rice, and in the Philippines, rice is life. Santa oil, Hanako. Wow, jinx. All right. Who's going to buy who a Coca-Cola? Quick. Next person to say something. Somebody say jinx. Type one of you two, type jinx. Quick. Is it going to be Matets or Chi that has to buy the ice cold Coca-Cola? One of you has to type jinx. Who is the winner going to be? The viewers want to know. This is where one of you types jinx into the chat because you both said the same thing at the same time. The first person wins, the second person has to buy them a Coca-Cola. I've got a whole 3 viewers. Nothing to be said. Come on, guys, come up with a topic or a question. I love rice too, so I am okay if you have rice more than once a day, because I'm going to want rice more than once a day. And we're going to be able to walk all we want. I'm not going to be working. You're not going to be working. We'll do our lives. We'll film our content. We can get all the exercise in the world to burn off the extra rice. So we will enjoy our rice. It's good for me. I was screenshotting Chi when she was trying to run in and out of the house when she went outside last night. And she is adorable. Oh my goodness. She's worried about losing weight. Sure, everybody could lose a teeny tiny bit of weight. Chi is not overweight. And if you saw how the majority of the women, especially in the Pacific Northwest, are because of the weather being bad, so less opportunity for going outside and even walking in nice weather. If you have any excess weight over there, Chi, it is basically not measurable. And the women here in the Pacific Northwest, the majority of them are morbidly obese, like enormous. So 10 kilos, I don't know if it would be terribly healthy for Chi to lose 10 kilos. And the other thing about somebody Chi's size losing 10 kilos, she also loses it in the chestal region, which I like. So that's not going on any dramatic weight loss journeys. If you're gonna try and tighten up the tummy, do push-ups, sit-ups, crunches, but don't go on a crazy diet, because then you lose weight overall. And we don't need to lose weight in the chestal area. That's another reason for me to want to have a baby with Chi, because it helps the girls and makes healthy, delicious, creamy goodness for the baby and I. Hi, Nicole. Sana all. Modelo Negra. Delicious. I do not see 10 kilos for Chi to lose, especially if a couple of those kilos are from the chestal region. Hey, what's up, buddy?
Not much.
My neighbor's coming.
Huh?
Oh, I was just telling him that my neighbor's coming.
Yeah, I'm gonna get yelled at. I'm dogs.
What's going on?
Oh, I just thought I'd stop by checking the mailbox.
Right on. Chat Ash. Yeah, him and those cords. Stay down. Stay down. Stay down. Thank you. You don't have to jump. Nope. Don't have to jump. Yeah, when you want to... I haven't found well, I haven't looked for the paperwork yet. I'm hoping it's in the glove box, but if you're wanting to pick that up today or tomorrow or Sunday is fine. I can pull the stuff out in about 10 minutes.
Yeah. Yeah, my stepdaughter's gonna show up here in about an hour.
Okay. No, yeah.
Yeah.
There's no rush.
And tomorrow we're heading down to the property, but I will be back. I don't know what time.
Sure. There's a chance I might have to work tomorrow, but Chip would be here, so even if I'm not here, if Chip's up and about, he could give you the keys and let you pull her away.
Well, I figured we push it out and I could get my derby car up here and we'll just push it right on down. Park it next to the other one.
Yeah, yep, it works.
Since I really don't care what the bumper's going to look like, because, kinda. Or I can bring the truck and trailer. I'm going to have the truck trailer hooked up to the truck anyway. They got to take the golf cart down. Wife spent all day painting the golf cart.
Oh, yeah?
And her mother doesn't like it.
Oh, no. Get down! You already messed up my cords once. Knock it off. Sit.
And Brody's fucking. Yeah, so she's now down there painting it again.
Oh, wow. What color now?
Tan. The same color it was.
What color did you paint it?
Oh, she painted it black.
Oh.
Flat black.
Oh, okay.
I'm not getting involved in that fucking thing. First she wanted it looking like a ladybug, and she wanted dingleberries all over it, dingleballs, or whatever you want to call it. And I was like, this ain't fucking Mexico. Yeah. Then I had to slow it down because it went too fast. I did that. Thing barely moves now.
She wants it slow?
Yeah. I put a seatbelt in it too, so she doesn't slide out of it. You know, if I didn't slow it down, she wanted to get rid of it. It went too fast for her. It's just a regular golf cart.
Yeah. Kuya, welcome, welcome. JP Ortega, welcome. Pixel Perspectives, I connected to you. I don't know you at the moment, so I'm not going to give you moderator yet. I'll see what kind of shenanigans you say. Talking to people as I'm live. I'm crunching on weight hours. Yesterday, on the 3rd, I did 3 almost 2-hour live streams. And from the number of people that were watching, I had 2 of them had 15 and a half hours of watch time, and one of them had like 13 hours and 10 minutes. I'm trying to chunk away at my 3,000 hours that I need to get monetized.
Yeah. Okay. I don't go there. I don't know what you're talking about. But
well, on YouTube, reach a certain point, they'll monetize you where you can get like super chats, which are basically donations from people in the live streams, and they can sign up as a member on your channel for like whatever amount you set for per month. It may be $1, it may be $5.
right.
And then I can also have a channel with like
Late today.
shirts and mugs or something if people want to buy things. And then after I hit 1,000 subscribers and a total of 4,000 watch hours, then when people watch stuff like long videos and there's ads in it, then I actually will get ad revenue from Google AdSense.
Okay.
So it may not be it may not take off much, but even if it was only $30 a month over there, that's basically probably 2 or 3 days of girlfriend and I eating out because the stuff's so cheap over there. So it's just an extra fun thing that we can do. And she's actually bringing in a pretty good amount every month. She's got close to or over 13,000 subscribers now. So it's just another way to bring in some, I won't call it passive income, but really easy income. I'm just sitting here shooting the shit with people in my chat, so. Yeah, whenever. I'll, like I said, it'll only take me 10 or 15 minutes to pull everything out of it, and I'm sure I can I think I know where the keys are, and then if I don't have the title, I'll go get one. But I'm pretty sure the title is either in my pile of stuff on one of my counters or in the glove box. I usually try and keep it in the glove box so it's easy to find. So, yeah, we can get it down to you, no problem. And then the green Cherokee, if I don't know if you want that one, or if you talk to somebody and find somebody that wants it, let me know. But I've got to get it out of here. So even if we push it down to somewhere on your place,
That's fine. Yeah, I
and
don't know of anybody.
but I mean,
No.
you could, if nothing else, you could sell parts off of it or something, or as when you found somebody. But I'm not charging you for it. So
Okay. Yeah, I'll take it, but yeah, I'm when it comes to stuff like this,
yeah,
I'm not one that looking to make money.
yeah,
Hell, I took was it 6 years ago? I had a Camaro that I turned into a finale car. I stripped it, and I kept certain parts, figuring I could sell them online. Yeah,
hmm
I never have. They're still sitting behind the shop.
yeah. My dad was gonna
I just don't care.
try and sell parts from. He has like a boneyard of Volkswagen Bugs because he was turning them into Baja Bugs to take on the beach back in the day, but then they closed down the main beach that we used to go to because of the snowy plover, which evidently is a little tiny bird that I don't think I've seen in my life. And that beach, I calculated it up, and over my childhood, we would go down almost every Saturday, even if it was bad weather, and just rode in the Baja Bug almost every Saturday, stormy or not, and spend time on the beach. So I spent over a year on that beach from the time I was basically a baby until into my teenage years.
Yeah, I've just never. I live. I make enough money to live comfortably the
Yep,
way I want.
yep,
Um, if I want something, I have enough money to go buy it. But it's just, I'm not out to make money.
yep.
It's not me. I'll throw shit away. I'll give it away. I'm, the wife, she's the opposite. I had a 100-gallon fish tank. I was like, I want a gallon. I mean, I gave it away, a 55-gallon fish tank and stand. Sold the 100-gallon for $50 and stand.
Hmm.
I just, that's because the wife insisted on it.
Right,
I was like, I really could care less. The fish tank was given to me for anyways.
right. Well, there's a lot of people that like that style Cherokee for mudders out here. So they may want the whole thing. So you might even be able to sell it for a few hundred or
Well, yeah. Well, I can look at it and hell, I might even fix it up. I don't know.
it.
I need hobbies.
Yeah,
Winter projects are good for me. Keeps me in my shop doing something. But I got a '68 Chevy. I eventually want to get stripped down, but I've been procrastinating on that too. 'Cause I need to put it in Bay One,
you're right.
and that's where I usually pull my vehicles in to do all my maintenance and stuff like that.
Right on.
Once it goes in Bay One, it's stuck there for a while.
Project vehicles. So, yep, just hanging out. Here, probably after this weekend, I'll do less of my YouTube stuff for a while and really knuckle down and get through going through all my junk and toss it, sell it, give it away, donate it. There's not much that I'm gonna keep. There might be a few things that I keep for eventual shipping to the Philippines, or things that are important that I'll put in like long-term storage. But most of it is gonna just go away. So
Me and my wife just had our wheels done. The stepdaughter that's showing up, she gets everything. There'll be a list of other things that go to other kids. But she gets everything. She can decide what she wants to do, or if she wants to share or split it. I don't care.
originally supposed to get my parents. I think they've see if she wants it so that it stays in the family. They know that she knows she would have to buy me out. I don't know how she would ever afford to do that, so I might just be like, give me $500 a month for the rest of my life. And she would probably never be able to pay off even with that, she'd probably never pay off the amount that she would owe me for their place.
Right.
So they built it themselves when I was a baby, so it's probably been 48 years since they built it. And my dad roofed it both times himself because he was a roofer. And they own 10 acres. He's got a big shop. It's pretty dilapidated, but inside the shop he has a whole shop full of professional sheet metal stuff because he's done sheet metal for decades. And he can make almost anything out of almost any type of metal you want. He's got all the welders and all the different types of stuff. He can do galvanized, stainless, copper, tin, just about anything you can think of. He can make, from flashing to chimney toppers and all sorts of stuff. But I don't think I could live down there. It would just be too depressing for me. I mean, yes, it would be memories, but it would just be too hard for me, missing my family, missing my folks, you know? So I don't think I could manage to live there.
Yeah, my mom passed away a year ago. And she had a ranch at one point. She sold it when her husband had a stroke and bought a house in town and fixed it up and had a shop built. He never stepped foot in that shop because he had a stroke.
Mm-hmm.
He's a mechanic for 50 years. Yeah, he refused to step foot in that shop. Even when I was there and my truck broke down, he refused to come out there. I didn't need his help, but
Right.
then I told her, I was like, she's getting up there. She always complained about not being able to fix things or couldn't get someone out there to fix stuff. And I talked to my brother and I said, how's mom's drinking? And she's like, oh, she's fine. Talked to mom. I asked her, oh, I only have a drink with my dinner. So I was like, well, pack up your shit. You're moving here. I'll take care of you. Yeah, that was a mistake. She's still an alcoholic. So after 2 years, my wife couldn't even put up with her no more. And I was like, okay, we'll get you an apartment. She's like, nope, I'm going back to Montana. Yeah. Eventually sold the house, bought a single wide trailer, moved into a trailer park. And yeah, she eventually got cancer and passed away. The day I interviewed for OE was the day I found out my mom passed away, so I don't even remember the interview.
Yeah, I bet.
Next day, me and my brother were on the road. Sold, I think, the trailer for half the value because we just wanted it gone and we wanted to keep everything under probate. So we sell it. The neighbor in the trailer park bought it. And someone was going to buy the car, but they didn't. And they called me up after I got back here. Oh, about the car. Oh, not too late. Yep, and just buried her and left town. The lady I sold the trailer to, I was like, everything in it's yours. I took what I wanted and loaded it in my truck. You get everything else. Christmas stuff, the furniture, which was apparently new furniture. His wife, oh, I want those. I want that. It's not happening, honey. I'm not buying a U-Haul truck because Mark can't drive. He doesn't have a license. The only thing I'm bringing back, a couple chairs and the desk that I bought my mom when she was living with us.
Yeah.
And then, pictures and stuff like that.
Right.
She called the lawyer up. Oh, yeah, mom had a will, but she didn't come in and sign it, so
Not valid.
yeah. So I was like, well, it doesn't matter. I didn't need it anyways. I had The people at the courthouse, they were very helpful. Oh, just fill out this paperwork to get the title for the car and the trailer. And that's all I did, and easy peasy.
Right.
So I didn't even need a death certificate. And
Yeah.
she already had the grave pretty all done. It was already engraved. I just had to pay to put the date or the year she passed away. That was it. And to have her buried there.
Right.
So.
Yeah, I don't know if my parents have plots or not. My grandparents did. They had plots already purchased and ready for them when they passed. And my grandpa passed in 02, or no, 92, day after Christmas of 92, 91, 92. Let's see. Just day after Christmas, 91. Because my freshman year was 90, 91. My sophomore year was 91, 92. And then my grandma lived until 2006. And we had the viewing and service up in Oregon, because she had lived there for like 30 years. And then we took 2 or 3 vehicles down, and my dad drove the vehicle to transport her casket down and take it to the funeral home for the service the next day for the actual burial. And she was buried next to my grandpa down in Ukiah, California, which is a couple hours north of San Francisco. So
Well, we got to Montana. We drove to Billings where my mom passed away to the hospital. They won't let you view the body. I was like, oh, how do I know it's my mother? When the cremation place picked her up and drove through our town to get to their town, they stopped so I could see to verify that was my mom. I was like, wow.
yeah, Scott Mason, it might be 20 foot. I'm not sure how big. How long is a full size container? You know?
Oh, gotta be, what, 25 feet or something like that?
Yeah. I'm looking at maybe trying to get a half length, one of the half containers.
15,
Yeah.
12, something like that.
Yeah. Is that for the shipping, Scott, or is that for the price of it? So I'll be looking at maybe getting a half length container. I don't even think I would fill that up with the stuff that I want to ship over. So I figure probably a 900 to 1,000 for a half container, because I think you can get a full size container that's a used one for like, well, before the inflation, and they're probably up to 2,000 now, but for like 1,700, I saw places advertise them before.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, it used to be free in some places.
get a half container, and then I gotta just make sure that everything that goes in, especially since it won't be full, that it's got spacers or straps inside, so it's not rolling around in the sea state. And then I gotta figure out how much the shipping on the ship.
We can weld those in.
So
You let me know. I'll weld them in for you. You want to take a car with you?
no. I'm gonna over there. There's so much traffic that I don't want to have a car. I'll get a motorbike. And over there, it's really more of a scooter, but
I've been there.
yeah, they call them motorcycles, and they're built to look kind of like crotch rockets, but they're essentially glorified scooters. So
Yeah, it's Saturday or Sunday for the car. That's fine.
Okay.
And the Jeep. I'll take that down there.
okay, awesome. Oh, a guy in my chat just looked up. BR Logistics says, you looked at a couple 900 to 1,500 or 1,000 to 500 for others, and that's for the shipping of a 20-foot half container. So I guess a full container must be about 40 foot. That seems long, but you know, whatever. So 1,500 for a 20-foot container is not bad. I was worried it was going to be like 5 or 10 grand, which other companies said it could be that much, but I'm not in a rush for it. So whichever one's the cheapest and guarantees it to get there.
Yeah, I remember shipping stuff to Japan, and they put it on a truck or a barge or a ship out in the weather, and then it wasn't sealed, and that whole container was filled with water. Brand new machine, completely rusted out.
I would definitely at least do what I could to attempt to have weather stripping in it to try and keep the water out.
Well, we did that for the next one.
Yeah.
We caulked everything, all the seams, and sealed it inside. And then when it got there, the guy from our shop that we hired to be there for 3 years didn't. Well, he wasn't from our shop. He was from Shop 38. He didn't know how to put it together. So, guess what?
Everything's rattling around.
No, I got a trip to Japan to put a machine together and install it.
Oh, nice. There you go.
I'm the subject matter expert.
Right on.
We had this was hilarious. A contractor installed a lathe, and then somehow 106 got involved, saying now they have to approve any install before they can operate it. So I'm standing in as my general foreman, and we're sitting there talking, and his mouth pretty much overloaded his ass, and I pretty much pissed him off.
Mm-hmm.
And he was done. He went, I'm going to go over, and the operator went through everything, right? And he's like, yeah, it seems to work just fine. He's like, okay, then 106 was like, I authorize this machine to be used. And I was like, that's nice. I don't, for safety reasons. Kennedy, he was one of my supervisors, lock this machine out. It's not safe for their use. It wasn't mounted properly. The electrical wires are running flex on the ground instead of hard conduit. And there's no coolant in it, so we don't even know if the coolant pump was wired up correctly, or even if it works. So lock it out and mount this thing properly. He's like, what? I was like, I'm the subject matter expert, not you. Pissed him off. And then 31 was like, yeah, there's 8 hole downs, drill holes in the concrete. No, they had 2 of those, and then they had a block with a hold down clamp and a bolt going through it, holding one of the back sides on.
Yeah.
And it's like the hold downs are so we can level the ways to make sure they're straight, so we can cut a straight part. That isn't done.
Right.
So this machine will never cut a straight part until we do that. And the flex conduit, people are going to step on it and crush it, eventually cause electrical shock.
Yep.
That's why we run hard conduit. So it's like you need to learn your job before you start signing off on machines.
Yeah.
This is what I do for a living.
Yep.
Well, we want you to be on an install crew. You going to hire me with 106? Well, no. Then no. I was like, it's my job to verify every install, so I don't need your permission. I am the subject matter expert. I've been doing it for 11 years without you. I don't see why we need you now. We haven't had an incident yet.
Mm-hmm. Right on.
So, all right. Well, wife's pissed off. I don't know how to make her happy.
Well, that's SOP, standard operating procedure, right?
Stay away.
The wife being pissed off, that's just,
Well,
that's the starting point, really. At least here, not in the Philippines.
people ask, so how long you been married? I've been happily married for 2 years. Wife. But we've been married for 13. Yeah, but I've been happy for 2.
Oh, wow. Yeah. Wow. Sana all. That's funny. Yep. Cool, man.
Yeah,
Oh,
after 10 years of finally put a ring on it and said, shut her up.
yeah.
Well, so and so hit on me at Walmart. So and so hit on me here. So and so hit on me there. You know, some guy.
Married or not, if they're gonna hit on them, they're gonna hit on them.
Yeah, but it's because I didn't have a ring. He said.
Some of them specifically go for somebody that has a ring because they figure they may not be happy in it and they may want some action.
Well, see, when I was single, that was my concept.
Right.
I didn't care who I slept with. I didn't care if they wore a ring or not. It was usually just a one night stand, anyways, and I didn't care.
Yeah.
I never asked her name.
And some of them
If I did, I never bothered to remember it. Morning. Morning. Afternoon. Well, I just woke up from my nap. We're good.
Whenever I wake up, it's morning.
Yes.
I don't care what time it is.
I work graveyard. I remember. Alrighty.
Thank you.
Sometime this weekend.
All right. Sounds good to me, man. Thanks.
Checking back.
I took a shower a couple of weeks ago. I mean, you don't have to leave just because I came out.
Wife said I stunk today and I didn't put deodorant on, but I did, so, you know.
You have a good one.
Have a good one.
I'm alive.
Oh, you got a package out here.
Okay. Thank you.
You seem pretty animated there.
Yeah.
What was he talking about?
Miscellaneous stuff.
Yeah. I'm thinking leftovers for supper.
Sure.
We got broth and chicken, and then that needs to be eaten.
Yeah, I had a big bowl of potato salad, but I was definitely thinking about some chicken. Yeah, that's good prices, Scott.
I'm not quite awake yet.
I don't know how much they track what's in a container as far as what you have to declare and pay import fees on, especially if stuff is used or if you're able to. I don't know how drop shipment works, but people say it's cheaper to do drop shipments. Maybe from on that side, I can have them drop ship it to where I'm at, whether that's trucking the stuff or the container itself. All right, I gotta run over and grab a package from the mailbox and bring it back. Stay down. No, that's not for you. Back up. Back up. Yeah, I know I got to do the e-travel within 72 hours of flying in. So I get my QR code to show them if they even bother to ask at immigration. Awesome. my so I got my passport on the 3rd, and I got my passport card today, so they both came within 2 weeks. Here's my passport photo. Not bad. Nice, nice. So I wasn't in long enough for retirement pension from the Navy either, but I am 70% VA disability and get a substantial amount. Well, it's substantial to me, and it'll be more than enough to cover me in the Philippines. And that passport card, you can't use it in place of a passport, but you can use it for going to like Canada, Mexico, and I think the Caribbean islands for travel there. But also it would be good for using flying domestically if you don't have, like Washington State has given everybody until like next May to get their enhanced driver's license. So if you don't have the right documentation in Washington State, you can be denied domestic flights unless you can't use your driver's license unless it's an enhanced driver's license, but you can use your passport card, or other government ID. And I won't have my shipyard common access card anymore, but I don't know if it counts for anything other than the VA, but I do have a VA health card, so that's one additional. And then the other thing I got, I believe, is my camera lens protective glass for my new S24 Ultra. And the bigger one I am excited for because it's a carry-on bag that I helped fund through for a harem situation. Yeah, there's not that many that are going to go for that. I funded a carry-on bag on Kickstarter that was pretty unique, so I'm now opening that up. So we'll do kind of a live unboxing. It's really not in a box, but essentially unboxing of that if I can manage to not cut it. Get down, it's not food. And it's not fresh. Dude, back up. Back up. So for most people, it's just going to look like a very ordinary carry-on, but it's got some nice features. Let me bring up Kickstarter and I'll read off the features that it has. And now I have UPS here.
I brought you something. Here. Well, you gotta earn it though. Sit. Good sit. There you go.
Thanks, man.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, I'm planning on being in the Philippines on or by the 12th of August.
Oh, okay, cool. Good. Man.
The 5th of August.
Thanks, buddy.
The 5th of August.
12th. On or no later than either. I may be flying in on the 12th, which would put me there on the 13th or. Huh?
What answer?
I don't know yet because I have to find out about how long it's going to take me to get the paperwork through the Philippines. I have to get the vet is supposed to, they didn't call me today. The vet's supposed to get back to me by like Monday or Tuesday with a plan for getting his paperwork done, because I first have to get a form to submit. Either they submit it electronically showing that he's rabies vaccinated and microchipped, or they have to fill it out and we take it to or mail it to the USDA and they review it and stamp it. Once I have that, then that has to get sent to, hopefully not physical mail, a place in Quezon City in the Philippines. And then they review that and approve or disapprove the animal import approval. And that's probably where they're like, okay, pay us $1,000 or pay us $3,000. I've heard different amounts, so I don't know. The latest number I heard was 3,000. So if it's snail mail, and well, however long it takes them in-house too, but even if it's electronic, depends how long it takes the Philippines to process it. So if I can't take him with me immediately, then I'll talk to my parents to see if they can watch him for however long. And then I would fly back and pick him up because I have to accompany him on the flight. But if I can't do it immediately, let's say I can have it done by the end of September or the very first week of October, then he has to, within 10 days of flying, he has to have a last minute once over by the vet to make sure he's healthy and stuff. And that document gets dated and you have 10 days to fly with him. And that and the approved import authorization from their, essentially their animal control place, with you when you come through and pick him up. So, but the 2nd of October, Philippine Airlines is starting direct flights from SeaTac, which is Seattle Tacoma Airport, to Manila. So even getting through Manila to Dumaguete is a bit of a trek, but that's easy for me to figure out and do, even if it's a multi-day thing. And that's a lot easier than trying to get somebody to accompany him from like Portland or Seattle to San Francisco or LA, overnighting there, handing him off to me to fly back to the Philippines, and then them flying back. And I'm not going to have my dad drive a day or 2 days to San Francisco or LA, he likes to drive, but that seems excessive. So the fact that they're starting direct flights out of Manila, that makes it very easy for me to come back, and if I have to, spend the night at a hotel across the street from the airport and hop on a flight the next day to go back to the Philippines. Why? What you thinking? What you thinking?
I might be able to take him down to LA.
Okay. All right, let me catch up on the chat real quick, and then we'll talk about what I got. It's back. Great phone. I don't know what great phone. Thanks, Kuya Squid. Welcome to the Phils. Nice. Yeah, I'm having trouble getting my DD214 because it's been 17 years since I got out, and they had not yet scanned it into the federal online database. So they forwarded the request to the Navy, and when I requested it, I was signed into my government computer with my CAC card and had to also sign in through my ID Me, which has my phone number and stuff. But since that wasn't the records place, they had sent the request to the Navy. The Navy snail mailed me a paper application to sign because I hadn't physically signed for my DD214. So I may not have it by the time I leave, but I'm working on getting it because I'm pretty sure I'm going to need that unless the Philippines accepts proof of service via VA letter. I don't know if they only will take a DD214. If they only take a DD214, then I will have to do the civilian SRV visa, which is like double the deposit cost and double the yearly renewal. Hello, Cadence. Cadence has no subscribers but was created 4 years ago. Thanks for coming in. Okay, so the bag I got from Kickstarter is called the Corin Hubpack 33, the pinnacle of anti-theft backpacks. And it's designed to meet the requirements for a carry-on. So the basics of it are it's got multifunctional dual front pockets, quick access top pocket, hidden pockets, excellent anti-theft features such as locks and not cut proof but slash and cut resistant material, 4-in-1 charging system, air cell straps, RFID blocking, and 180-degree opening so you can open it up. It's a backpack, but carry-on size. You can open it up a full 180 degrees so you're not like trying to shove things in a backpack vertically. You open it up totally like a suitcase. So there, it's called, the reason it's called the 33 is it's got 33 pockets, one top pocket, 23 to 33 inner pockets, 18 to 22, or hidden pockets. So let's see, 10 inner pockets, 2 hidden pockets, 2 adjustable side pockets, 11 various front pockets, and a waterproof side pocket. Oops. Yep. So that's what it looks like. And I did get the 3-pack that has the RFID wallet and electronics pouch also. Anyway, it's not super helpful, but that's what I got. And you can use it as a backpack, but it also is the exact, well, or measured to not exceed the carry-on. So not many carry-ons that you have can be carried like a backpack. So that'll be super helpful. It's another thing I can carry on my back instead of having to like carry it in my hand or drag it along the ground. I still need to get a full-size suitcase. And then I also have the theft resistant. It's less of a backpack, more of a sack that Rike lists and has a link to. I did it separately because I got it on sale. It was usually like 180 bucks and I got it for like 100 bucks because I had been looking at it, so Amazon threw a markdown on it to me after a week or two. So I have 2 theft resistant bags. And the nice thing about that one is, along with it being very cut resistant, it's got metal rope basically as the top cinch strap, and you can wrap that around a tree or like a handrail or something and lock it. And I'm sure somebody could get in it, but they're not going to get in it in like 2 to 5 minutes. It would probably take them 30 to 40 minutes to get into. So if you're by a beach or something and you strap it to a post or a rail or a small palm tree or something, it's not going to walk away if you go in the water for 10 or 20 minutes. And they're not going to be able to just walk up and slice it like a regular backpack and walk away with your stuff. And it's got a TSA lock on top so that you can lock it with numbers, but then it's got the key. The TSA keys can override that so they can open up for inspections. But the timeline was to get it in June. It's the first week of July, so that's not bad really. Very nice. I got that set up a few months ago, but they were on a very fast timeline for, I think they started production before it was even fully funded because they met the initial run and tooling milestone. So they were able to, once you have enough pledges in on a Kickstarter, they know that most of those are going to successfully be charged. You're not going to have that many that back out or don't have the funds available. So, you know, historically, they have a pretty good idea through Kickstarter if something is going to be successful or not. And there's been enough manufacturing that once you have met those milestones, then they'll go ahead and start making it for you. And maybe they had some venture capital funding or something that gave them the initial money for the run, because when you pledge on Kickstarter, they don't charge you unless it's successful. So you may, let's say it's a 60-day campaign they don't charge you the day that you pledge. You can go back in and cancel it or change it. Let's say you want to get more of something or less of something, or they reach a milestone and add additional things or features, you can change your pledge. But until the end of the campaign happens and it successfully reaches what they set as the minimum funding requirement, let's say they need to reach 50,000. Once it hits 50,000, then it's successfully funded. And there's a lot of them that I've seen that it'll be minimum amount was 10,000 and they have like $400,000 in pledges. So you have some situation like that. Most manufacturers, if they're a big outfit, are probably going to be like, yeah, good enough. We'll start making them for you, which allows them to really accelerate the timeline of getting it actually produced and to you. And due to that, I was like, well, even if I left sometime this year, that would give me plenty of time to have it. Even if it was delayed, since they're saying June, I'd easily have it before February or March. But even then, I knew that if I had to leave in August or September, I'd have it. Anyway, enough about my Kickstarter campaign that I've actually, how many? I have backed 35 projects. Only one was not successful. There was one more that was successful and they ran out of money, so I never ended up getting my item, but that wasn't their fault. It was a USB-C or Lightning adapter module that you would plug in, and you could use your phone as a touchless thermometer. And that they started that in like 2020 or 2021. And then supply chain problems, they couldn't get the chip that was needed or the sensor chip that was needed to build enough of them, and they ended up running out of money, so only a few people got it. But it was a successful campaign. So it was successful. So there's only been one out of 35 that was unsuccessful. So I have a pretty good track record on which projects I back. I talked a while back about a EDC, kind of a tactical bolt action pen that I backed. I haven't received it yet, but it looks pretty cool. So I said I was going to show it to you guys at some point. It's pretty neat looking. And on the back end where usually you'd have the little button to put your ink out, it's got a bolt action lever on the side, kind of like if you're doing a bolt action firearm. So where the button would be is actually a glass breaker, and then the little brass looking thing on the end is a little fidget spinner, so you can hold it in your hand and be like spin, 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 fidget. Really nice detail. They have luminescent tubes so that it glows, and if I wasn't going internationally, I would have ordered, you can actually order little tritium tubes. Yes, I know tritium is radioactive, but that one I'm super excited for too. And the other package was 2 Kufendi linen tank tops. Cade, go back. Should I do a fashion show? Yeah, no bueno. I'm curious if I in checked baggage or the container, if I can bring knives in. Nothing crazy, but I do have some knives that if I can't bring them, I'll just put them in long-term storage, but are just basic little knives, not even like machete things. I'm wondering if there's a way to legally bring those in. I'm guessing probably not even checked baggage, but maybe I can bring them in the half container. Back up. Am I doing a live fashion show with my new shirts? Or one of them anyway. All right. In 30 minutes, Jasper has a live video premiere. Nobody's saying anything or my chat's backed up. Chat's not backed up. It's just nobody's saying anything. That's okay. I'm gonna go topless. Half naked. Half naked. Forgive my whiteness. Put your sunglasses on so I don't blind you. I need pasties. Try it on before I cut that off. All right, comfy. Nice. Very breathable because it's a cotton linen blend. What do you think? Ah, that's cooler.
Huh?
I said that's nice and cool. I didn't even get a Hanako from Chi on that one. Wow, I got my topless self brought in 3 more viewers. Yeah, the girls are quiet. What do you think, JP? Oh, it's got butterflies. I didn't realize it was butterflies. I thought it was flowers. That's fine. It is very comfy, and it shows off my tattoo on my shoulder. This eventually is going to become a whole sleeve of fall leaves, autumn leaves, because that's my favorite season, and that's my daughter's name is Autumn. The other one is the same. It's just military green, solid print. No print, just a solid color. What do you think, Chi? Does it look good? Yeah, my pimply self. Sun will help dry that up too. I don't usually go for prints, but I figured I'd get something that was not just a solid color. Quite the scar there in my arm. That's an interesting story I'll tell sometime. Someone will have to remind me to talk about it. And that happened on about 2:30 in the morning, the day I graduated high school. So I almost passed out on the stage trying to clap for everybody that was getting their little scholarships, because they weren't big ones. They were like $100, $500, $1,000 and getting their diplomas, and the pain meds wore off while I was sitting up on the stage, and I was still trying to clap, and the pain was so bad, I guess I turned white as a sheet. My mom thought I was going to pass out. That would have been quite the issue. The boy's dean knew what happened, but he was basically my buddy, so he didn't tell anybody else, and I didn't tell the principal or anybody. So they'd have been like, why on earth did he pass out on the stage? Yeah, it was because I was clapping, and that clapping, this hurt so bad I almost passed out. Seven people, 13 likes, an hour and 17 in. Very little chat. I know what I can do to liven it up. I didn't think of it earlier because reasons. Let me know if the music needs to go up or down. If nothing else, it makes me more animated because I'm bopping to the music. Put my arm up on the umbrella so it doesn't fly away. Let's just bring that thing down. The sun's off of us. There we go. Nobody's got anything they want to talk about? Damn, I really need to shave. What about girls, JP? Trying to talk about girls, or are you asking the girls to comment? I hit the gray. At least this isn't fully gray yet. I need to trim again. Silver fox. Gemma likes him. Digital Pogie. Oh, gotcha. It's another subscriber for me from, oh, banana for me from Squid. I assume that is Kuya Bolla. Gee, the #1 Pine. Yep. Got the passport on the 3rd, so 2 days ago. And today the passport card arrived. I was passing that to you so you could look at it.
I carried mine in my wallet.
Yeah, I'll do that too. I would do Nord. I have NordVPN. I know a lot of the Philippines vloggers use Surfshark. I use Nord. It's one of the top rated. I'm not 50 yet. End of March, I'll be 50. DD214, I'm trying to get. I don't have it yet. I'm hoping they'll accept. And if I can't get it, hopefully they'll accept proof of service via the VA, because I'm having trouble getting my copying my DD214. I don't know where my hard copy is. And I think maybe it's $1,500 a year, but I'm pretty sure for the for the military SRRV is a $10,000 deposit. It's not lost, but it's basically in a savings account so they're probably pulling an interest on it for the Philippine government. But then if you leave the Philippines, when they do your exit clearance, they see if you have any bills, fines, or anything to pay, and then they would pay it out of that if you didn't have it to resolve it. And if you didn't have money for a ticket, they could buy you a ticket out of your discovery. Yeah, well, here's the problem, Pogie. National Archives should have the DD214 digitized. It's been, in this September this year will be 17 years since I got out. And I requested it. I put in a request for a hard copy of my DD214, and they didn't have it yet. So it wasn't scanned in by the Navy yet to the archives. So they forwarded that request to the Navy, and the Navy snail mailed me a hard copy application that I have to sign and send back to them. So I don't know if I can get the DD214 in time. VA wouldn't have a copy. They've verified my service, but I don't know if the various letters from the VA are acceptable to the Philippine government or not, because it does say like proof of service, but it's not the actual DD214 form. What I'm concerned about is that the Navy had transported it to the National Archive, and the reason they may not have it yet is one of the NRC's National Record Centers, I guess, had a fire, and a lot of documents were yes, I get benefits because I have to prove that I have income. So my VA letter proves that I was in the Navy. The fact that I'm getting benefits means that I was honorably discharged. And it also shows how much I receive so that I can prove income. and I think it has to be like 1,200 minimum income for an SRV, and I've got far above that I can prove. So there's a decent chance that my DD214 never got digitized because it may have gone up in that fire at the NRC, one of the NRCs, before they got around to digitizing it. So they have instructions for trying to get documents recreated that were lost in the fire, but that could be a whole long process. So either the Navy never transferred it or it was burned up in the fire, because National Archive does not have it yet. So I'm hoping the VA letters, there's like 4 or 5 VA letters that you can download and print. And I printed them a couple months ago, but I'll print another set. Actually, I have my ID.me stuff, so I can print it later on, because I think it's got to be like within 6 months of the SRV application. Millington, not Millionton. Milling, like you're milling grain. No, I haven't. That's what National Archive sent me, or since they couldn't find it in their database or records, they sent the request to the Navy, and the Navy sent me a hard copy application to sign. So I have to send that application back, and then it sounds like maybe they found it, they just couldn't send it because I hadn't signed it. It would have been nice if they could have had all the certificate information, CAC ID certificate information, and the ID.me verification. It was like a 4-factor identification of me. But the Navy wouldn't send it because I didn't have they didn't have a signature on an application, even though I had digital signature. DVD, micro, docs before heading out. Yeah, I don't think they called it whatever your apostle or whatever you're saying back then in 2007. I don't even think they were doing DVDs, but somewhere in my storage shed that the doors fell off of like 5 years ago, so it's been open to the weather, is probably the box, or hopefully plastic container. If it's in a plastic container, it's probably still good. If it was in a box, it's been open to the weather, so it's in probably pieces by now. But hopefully it's in one of the plastic containers and is dry, so I may find it when I go through my stuff. So I'm trying to get the DD214. Trying. Or locate my hard copy. If I can locate my hard copy, I'm good. And somewhere I still have a hard copy of my medical record, but I don't think that would help in any way. Passen Sua, I don't know what that means. 3 monitors up. We got 5 people, 14 likes. Hardly anybody commenting. Yeah, I need to set one of those up too. Trying to figure out what to use as. I need to talk to the buyer of my house, because I could use my parents' address, but as they're older, I don't know that that's a good idea. I don't have USAA. They've always been more expensive. Well, there are some of the mail services that, I don't know. I'll have to look at Geo's information again to see if it shows as a P.O. box. I think it shows as a physical address because they receive the mail and then you've basically given them power of attorney or whatever to open it. And then they scan it and send it to you. And depending what it is, they can either shred it and you just keep the PDFs that they scanned in for you, or if it's something important or hard copy, like maybe a new credit card, you can have them ship it to you. Okay, cool. So I'll take a look at using that. And is that a virtual PO, or does that count as what Navy Federal needs for a physical address? See you, JP. VA in Manila would only help me if I had a problem that was one of my service connected issues. If it's an emergency or something that's not a existing service connected injury, then they won't cover it at the one VA clinic in the Philippines, which is in Manila. Yeah, so what I might do is see if the buyer of my house, I kept saying the seller, I'm the seller. If the buyer of the house would let me keep my address here, even if he has tenants. FMP program. You're gonna have to spell out what the stuff is. I know a lot of acronyms. I have no idea what FMP is. I may actually talk to him and see if he would allow me to pay him. Okay, that doesn't help me in here. If you hit me up in my email, or the better thing is message me on Google Chat. You need a Gmail and for a medical program. Okay, I'll check it. Email me, no, message me on Google Chat with my Gmail. You need a Gmail to use Google Chat, which you probably have for having a YouTube account. And it's KuyaStorm YT, short for YouTube, at gmail.com. KuyaStorm YT at gmail.com. And you can message me directly in Google Chat. And the other cool thing about Google Chat is if people want to, we can set up a group chat on there and people can share information that way. I even thought about possibly making a Discord for the channel. That might just be a pain, but I have one for my gaming stuff, and I'm an admin for a gaming YouTuber. So I have a lot of experience with Discord as well. But I think Google Chat would be easiest. Thank you. All right, we're down to 3 people. All right, I'll have to check them out. All right. 3 people watching, 14 likes, hour 36 minutes. Jasper has a video live premiere in 6 minutes. So I'm going to go ahead and cut it off here, and everybody go out and check out Jasper in the Philippines live premiere getting ready to go, and he'll probably do members only live after that because he's in Boracay. So if you're not a member on Jasper's channel, just click to the about page or whatever and sign up if you want to see the landscape mode views in Boracay Island of the Philippines. I'm not sure exactly what time he'll go live, but it is a live chat premiere, video premiere. And that's in 5 minutes now. So I'm going to say hi, Michael. I'll catch you all over in Jasper's chat.